1945, he dropped the atomic bomb, so the whole idea of what strategic bombing is capable of changes. Now, from 1918, 50 years, 30 years later, 30 years after that, you have a bombing force that is now, with atomic weapons and soon nuclear weapons, is seen to be really quite dominant. What's not anticipated? Well, a couple of things. One is that ground-to-air missiles are now going to be able to bring down bombers even without fighter aircraft. And they can run down a bomber, so speed is no longer an issue. You can't outrun a missile. So that is going to complicate issues. And it takes about 10 years for the Air Force and their strategic bombing force to realize, after going through supersonic bombers, that missiles are going to now dominate. There's a variation from that, is that the ground-to-air missiles also presage the introduction of ballistic missiles. A second issue is that the Air Force, because of the cost of all sorts of weapons, does become dominant in the use, dominate strategy in the use of nuclear weapons. In fact, by the late 1950s, 1960s, Strategic Air Command is taking up about 1/2 of the defense budget. Not 125 or not 25% or something, nearly 1/2 of the aircraft. And it becomes NATO strategy for the length of NATO, by the way, is threatening or trying to deter the Soviet Union, who also have developed nuclear weapons, from attacking Western Europe. In terms of ability to hit ground targets, the tactical side of aviation, 50 years after the end of World War I, now you have the ability to hit precise targets on the ground, targets precisely on the ground. Laser guidance, late 1960s, early 1970s, used in the Vietnam War. That is a new technology. Lasers can point to a target on the ground and have a bomb fitted with just little veins that will go down and hit that target with amazing accuracy. Seemingly, the inaccuracies or lack of intelligence have been overwhelmed, but not quite. First, laser guidance requires good weather. And second of all, the targeting aircraft is vulnerable the whole time it's laser guiding the bomb in. So that is a big move forward, as used in the first Gulf War. But also, there's some limitations to that.